The time is 9 o'clock and you are listening to CHMA 106.9 FM.
And now it's time for your CHMA News. We're broadcasting from Sackville, New Brunswick, the heart of the Maritimes and the traditional and unceded lands of the Mi'kmaq people. Coming up in the next 15 minutes, we'll have your local news, Atlantic update, weather, sports update, and some community announcements.
Hello, this is Clinton Davis with your local CHMA News. If you've been near the plaza on the corner of King and Main Street lately, tucked in between a Service Canada and Ravenstone, you may have noticed the sign for a new place to sit. Hard to spot from the outside, the inside is anything but ordinary, adorning a 2D illustrated hand-painted walls, tables for groups, and study nooks. It's called Tambayan Cafe, and it's the new bubble tea and cafe in Sackville. It's owned by Mary Ann Catapan, who says the name Tambayan comes from a Tagalog word meaning a place to hang out. Tell us about the Tambayan Cafe, please.
Tambayan is a Tagalog word for hangout space or hangout place. It's a Filipino word because I'm from the Philippines. I'm Filipino.
Catapan opened the first Tambayan Cafe in Riverview last spring. She says the Sackville location was designed differently, with Mount Allison students in mind.
That's why when you see our interior design here, we have like 7 different nook, especially for students. And not only for students as well, we thought we can give some option for especially Mount A students, that they can have their own little tiny space where they can have a go-to place to study and have their me time.
Unlike the Riverview Cafe, the Sackville place includes semi-private seating built directly into the walls. Did you install these nooks or were they here?
Yes, we installed those nooks.
Wow,
We searched for a contractor that can do that for us. They were like, are you sure? Not all restaurants have these nooks that close like this privately. Are you sure you're gonna do it? Yes, I'm pretty sure. If I know what I want, I know what it's going to happen.
And she says their social media presence started off small, but word about the 2 cafes had spread around the province.
Yeah, and to mention the expansion to Sackville is a thank you for the support of communities, because we're not only supported by the Riverview, the local community, but we experience from maybe you're from Cape Breton, from Bathurst, from Campbellton, especially weekends, they drove all the way just to see Tambayan.
I asked how the word had gotten around.
That's what I wonder about, because every time they come to my place or to Tambayan Cafe, they were like, I saw you on Facebook, I saw you on Instagram, you're all over my feed, you're all over, what do you call that, TikTok. I'm not even using TikTok often.
You're not using TikTok?
Not often, but then when I realized, they're seeing me, they're finding us out through TikTok, maybe I have to make our account on TikTok.
She says the accounts has really helped the growth. They offer a wide variety of breakfast and lunch foods as well as their signature bubble teas. And yes, there's gluten-free and even some dairy-free options.
Questions they ask if we have gluten-free, what those we offer. We have, for those who ask, we have a gluten-free options. All of our sandwiches, especially here in Sackville, you can have the option with the gluten-free. Yeah.
The cafe opened during Mount Allison's winter break. Something Ekatipon said made her nervous at first.
I'm so scared of what will happen, but I have to move forward. We had a great start, because we have some elders coming, having their breakfast here, and I would say we have a pretty steady and good sales, and day by day it's growing because of the students.
And students have already started making Tambayan Cafe part of their routine. As we were chatting, 2 students walked through the door. Sadie Shelley is a 4th-year Mount Allison student pursuing an honors in politics. Cool. So what brought you here the first time? It's been less than a month.
Well, what brought me here first time, I came literally yesterday with my friend Zoe, and I was like, well, do you want to try this cafe, or close to campus, close to our house, like, since it's closer than the other ones? And she was like, yeah, sure, I've never been there. I didn't even know it opened. And I was like, I know, I saw the soft launch on Instagram. So, hipster, I felt really cool.
And is this less than 24 hours later, you're back?
Yeah, it is. I think it actually is. That is correct, yes. I was telling him about the chai, because it's so sweet. It was really good.
Pedro Santana was with her. He's a fourth-year poli-sci student. Santana mentioned visiting the Riverview location over the summer.
I've been to the Riverview one actually. I think it was last summer.
He said the cafe is a welcome addition.
I thought it was cool. Yeah, we need more cafes. I mean, it's a university town. The more cafes, the better. So.
Kat Dupont says she feels good about Sackville.
I'm very faithful that this cafe, the Tambayan Cafe, will go far from what I'm imagining because of the help of the God. Because I have so much faith that this is not only a coffee shop, that this is a destination.
Kat Dupont says the cafe plans to hold a grand opening once custom, student-focused packaging arrives. The spill-proof takeout cups are designed to be easy to carry, especially for students heading to class or studying on the go. You can learn more about Tambayan Cafe at tambayancafe.com. I'm Clinton Davis with your local CHMA News in Tantramar.
Hi, I'm Megan, and you're listening to CHMA.
And here is your CHMA Atlantic update for Monday, January 26th. Residents in much of Atlantic Canada should expect messy commutes this morning with heavy snow, extreme cold, and gusting winds in the forecast. Environment Canada has all of Nova Scotia under a snowfall warning with up to 35 centimeters expected. Areas of southern New Brunswick could see up to 30 centimeters of snow, while Prince Edward Island can expect upwards of 20 centimeters. The story isn't any better in Newfoundland and Labrador, where wind chill values could range from minus 20 to minus 42 degrees. A funeral was held in northwestern New Brunswick on Saturday for a man shot and killed by RCMP officers on a local First Nation. Bronson Paul died last week on the Naguetcook First Nation near the province's border with Maine after Mounties say they responded to a report of a domestic dispute. Police have alleged that a man advanced towards officers carrying what they describe as a quote-unquote edged weapon. Naguetcook First Nation Chief Ross Purley has said his community is sad, shocked and outraged by Paul's death, which has prompted the nation to close its RCMP detachment indefinitely. Nova Scotia's power utility is asking its customers to conserve power as temperatures dip. Nova Scotia Power says they have seen some localized power outages related to the cold weather. Customers are being asked to limit their power use during peak times between 5 p.m. and 9 p.m. The utility says any system-wide issues could lead to short rotating power outages. A woman was arrested in Newfoundland over the weekend for allegedly trying to steal meat from a grocery store by putting it down her pants. On Saturday, officers from the Royal Newfoundland Constabulary were called to a report of a theft in progress at a Costco in St. John's. Police say store staff had detained a 20-year-old woman for supposedly trying to walk out of the store while hiding meat inside her pants. The woman has been charged with theft. Power of the Baie-des-Bois hydroelectric generating plant in Newfoundland and Labrador is slowly coming back online. Newfoundland and Labrador Hydro says steam spent the weekend removing ice that blocked the plant's 4 penstocks. The utility is asking people to conserve energy by turning thermostats down by a few degrees and avoiding using larger appliances like clothes dryers. Officials on PEI are reminding islanders to be aware of coyotes and keep an eye on pets at this time of the year. A provincial biologist tells CBC News that coyotes are currently looking for mates and forming territories ahead of the breeding season. which can make them act more defensively. The province says any aggressive behavior or activity close to residential homes should be reported. And that is all for CHMA's Atlantic update, for Monday, January 26th. Coming up next for you is top of the hour weather update, then followed by CHMA Sports Update by Brian Nielsen.
Hi, I'm Zaina, and you're listening to CHMA.
Here is your top of the hour weather update. Yellow warning, snowfall. A long period of snowfall with total amounts of 20 to 30 centimeters is expected. It is impacting southern New Brunswick with total snowfall between 20 to 30 centimeters, possibly higher along the Fundy coast. It's continuing until early Tuesday morning. Snowfall is expected to ease off slightly this morning before intensifying again tonight. Strong winds gusting up to 50 kilometers an hour today will give reduced visibilities in blowing snow over open and exposed areas. There may be a significant impact on rush hour traffic. Visibility will likely be reduced at times. Snowfall warnings are usually issued when significant impacts are expected due to snowfall accumulations. Today, Jan 26th. Snow. Blowing snow over exposed areas this afternoon, amount 5 to 10 centimeters. Wind becoming northeast, 30 kilometers per hour, gusting to 50 near noon. High of -8, wind chill -22 this morning and -17 this afternoon. Tonight, snow, blowing snow over exposed areas early this evening. Amount 10 to 15 centimeters. Wind northeast, 30 kilometers per hour, gusting to 50. Temperature steady near -8, wind chill near -17.
Hey, I'm Mike Roy, and you're listening to CHMA 106.9 FM.
A very good morning, dear listeners. Here's presenting some exciting community events to look forward to this coming week. But before we dive into it, I do have an announcement for all of you. Because of the weather conditions prevailing today and tomorrow, the municipal administration offices and facilities are closed today, January 26th. Also, the committee of the whole meeting, which was scheduled for tonight, is also rescheduled to Monday, February 2nd at 3 p.m. There's a special request from the municipality of Tantramar to avoid unnecessary travel and to stay warm and safe. Now let's have a look at a couple of events coming up, starting with the Indigenous Speakers Series, where you can learn about the history of Mi'kmaq quill work. Mount Allison's Indigenous Speakers Series welcomes award-winning Mi'kmaq quill artist Melissa Peter Paul for a talk on the history of Mi'kmaq quill work on Wednesday, Jan 28th from 6 to 8 p.m. in Crabtree M14 at Mount Allison University. Also on Jan 28th, Backtown kicks off its Winter Trivia Series from 7 to 9 p.m. with Marcy and Jenna hosting a themed round on 2025. Doors open at 5 p.m. and the door cover is a minimum donation of $2.50. On Thursday, Jan 29th, Duckies is once again launching its Every Other Thursday Trivia Night from 7 to 9 p.m. As you all know, Trivia is taking over Duckies with a special prize for both the top scoring team and the group with the best team name. So creativity here really counts. The evening is hosted by Luke Poire, who is one of the owners and your host for the Thursday night. And everyone is encouraged to come early, bring their smartest and funniest friends, and also to be a part of a lively night at Duckies. Let's have a look at what's also coming up on Thursday in the evening. The Sackville Film Society screens Bad Shabos at the Amherst Theatre this Thursday from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. Directed by Daniel Robbins, the film follows an interfaith engaged couple as they plan a Shabbat dinner for the first meeting of their parents, only to have an unexpected death interrupt their carefully laid out plans. Tickets are available at the box office with 6-pack punch cards for $66 and single admissions for $12. A lot more exciting events to look forward to in the coming week, friends. But this is just something short and sweet that I wanted to leave you guys off with. And now let's enjoy the remainder of the late morning show here only on CHMA 106.9 FM.
And that was your CHMA News. Please visit www.chmafm.com for more news and to sign up for our email newsletter. Funding is provided by our monthly sustainers, the Community Radio Fund of Canada, and the Municipality of Tantjamar's Community Development Grant. If you have a story idea or would like to include an announcement, please write us at news@chmafm.com.
Hello, folks. This is Wilson Moore, the host of the Bluegrass Jam, one of the longest-running programs on the Voice of the Marshes, CHMA FM 106.9. The Bluegrass Jam is a program of bluegrass, old-time music, and news that was first aired on CHMA in 1989. Our faithful listeners know there is no better way to start your Sunday morning at 8 a.m. than to tune in to the Bluegrass Jam. Don't forget, folks, country rocks, but bluegrass rules.
Hey, what's going on? This is Imanzi from KIF Radio, and you're listening to CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick.
I hope that you all enjoyed the song Distant by Jana. You're only on CHMA 106.9 FM. Welcome, folks, to the remaining of the late afternoon show with your host, Saili. I hope that you all enjoyed the late afternoon show, and we had a lot of amazing music and updates to share with all of you. A lot of amazing shows are lined up for you later this evening as well, so you all know what to do. Continue tuning in to 106.9 FM. Right after the late morning show, we have Making Contact coming up at 10 a.m., then to be followed by Eric's midday show at 11 a.m., which will very shortly be followed by my noon show at 12 p.m. with news, weather, and sports update. At 1 p.m. we have Democracy Now! And live at 5 with Maya Noel at 5 p.m. also with news, weather, and sports update. Now let's have a look at some evening programming for you all. We have Let's Be Honest with Angie and Kiera at 6 p.m., Quesadilla de Albanil with Max and Aiko at 7 p.m. and East Track Mind with Heidi O'Connor at 10 p.m. Friends, please stay warm. Take care of yourself before I call it a day with the late morning show. Just want to let you all know that the weather is not going to be the best today. We are expecting reduced visibility. It's going to impact any sort of commute, and walking can be a bit of an annoyance as well. So please be very, very careful. Avoid any unnecessary outdoor travel and stay warm inside. Drink something nice and cozy. Hot chocolate, always recommend. Have something warm. A warm soup is always nice. Watch one of your favorite shows. Watch one of your favorite shows and lounge on your couches and watch your show that's been on the My List page of your online streaming platform for the longest time. But I hope that you all have a very safe and a warm day today. And there's no way this cold, snowy weather is impacting your day. But anyways, folks, hope you enjoy the next song called Behave by Uri and Charlotte Day Wilson, and a lot of other songs to follow. And then I will meet you guys super soon for the noon show at 12 p.m. today. Here only on CHMA 106.9 FM.
Heavyweight the memories I made under a different name, but there's nothing I would trade if we're blind for this time. Can you go away when I don't wanna play? If you turn around, then I should probably be okay by now. Used to pull up on a late night, seeing you full of grace. Pull me back, pull me back, pull me back. It's a bad habit, but a good time. Heavyweight the time between what's said and what's left inside my head. For the hours we suspend. Pull me back, pull me back, pull me back, pull me back. It's a bad habit, but a good time. I want to behave better than yesterday. No memories to play with, there's no to be found. Negative space around me, though. Just take that in. Just take it in. Baby, can we keep on? Hold me back. Getting in the silence. Hold me back. There's nothing I will trade. Nothing I will trade if we're blind for this time. heavy. On my way now, never gonna come down. Come and get me, baby, I'm a fairy. Do you feel me? Do you feel me? In the blue, I'm getting lost in the blue. Butterflies inside of me. Do you know what I mean? If it's all